And hello everyone, all about the driver here, and here it is. We are in the Generation 3 Spec Racer Ford. So, we're on the iRacing test drive service, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the car before we drive it out. The rear looks pretty much the same. Front looks pretty much the same. But the key thing is, this is a completely new car underneath. I got the baseline setup up. Here are all the settings for the baseline setup. And confirmation you are on the Gen 3. Now, optimum shift point, 6,600 RPM. Back in the day, it used to be right around 5,600, give or take. So we're in the cockpit. Electronic shifting. So because of my field of view the way it is, I am going to have to listen for the optimum shift point. So, here we go.
Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
And I can tell you, I don't have any that's the toe. Sequential shift. Let's see if this is still a bit difficult. So, this does have 6 forward gears. And if you notice by the shift, it's very, very crisp. There's the 6th gear. So, first impressions. So, the shift mechanism is really good. Now, I overdrove the corner there, and Spec Racer Ford is going to do Spec Racer Ford things. If you overdrive the corner, it still likes to break loose. But I really like the sound. The electronic indicator is really, really nice. It does have downshift protection. I think. We'll find out here. Yep. It does have downshift protection. So, the rear end is a little bit more quiet in this. And, yep, if you hit the brakes too early, or too hard, I should say, this car will not stop. So let's see here. The default front brake bias is at 55.5. We're using the baseline setup. So, yeah, my force feedback's a little bit wonky in this. It's very interesting. Once I get speed in the car, it starts picking up. So, we're going to have to find out, and I keep looking at the And I do see red lights. And this also has the updated tires as well. So I'm noticing if you drive it in there too hard, the car will not rotate, which is a little bit different than what I'm expecting with the snap oversteer. Yep, there we go. That's what I was expecting. That healthy snap oversteer. All right, let's back down the bias. And let's see how it goes. I'm here at MidOhio. Great circuit for these cars. So the engine's got a little bit more power. Yep, a little bit rearward brake bias. I'm liking it already. You can hear the engine cut there. So there is a rev limiter sort that you want to shift before that. I'm liking the initial turn-in a little bit better than I did Gen 2. Engine's got plenty of torque. And I like how this trail brakes a little bit better. Part of that's the tire. Part of that is the suspension. So, why is the Spec Racer Ford a great car? First of all, it teaches you how to drive a rear-engine car. This is the car that I learned how to drive Porsches off of. The second reason why is the community is really, really nice. Great community. You're going to have a group of people working very hard on open setups. I've noticed if you shift in the appropriate RPM, that this engine pulls really, really, really hard. So once the tires get heated up, I noticed they're a little bit more sticky than Gen 2. Like how this car trail brakes now. You can definitely get some performance out of it.
Your lap time was at 1:37.7. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
Starting to find the grip level here a little bit. The rotational part of the car is better now at speed. And the reason why I chose MidOhio for this video is this is going to test the driver's ability to handle the car with braking and all that with the hills and everything. And this is a great little circuit just in general for lower powered cars anyway. Oh, off the grass. Okay, so there
The track limits, please, Dwayne.
you can actually catch the car now a little bit. Before, you could not catch the car. Could not catch the car. I like the engine node sounds really good. Pretty good sight lines. Now what we're going to do here is see how good the brakes are when we slam on them. The brakes actually feel a little bit better too once the tires get up to temp. Alright, so now we're going to do a 200 kilometer per hour to 0 test here. Alright, get ready. And that is pretty good brakes. Let's see that in replay. Goodyear tires, but the car went very much in a straight line. I didn't feel the rear end trying to kill me either. Now, I'm curious to see if the old setups actually work. And I just put them in, and they did take. Now, the question is, are they any good? So this is the setup that I used in the Gen 2 car, and now what we're testing is how bad is this setup in terms of can you use the old setups? Let's find out. Oh. Setup is exactly how I remembered it. So I'll be very curious to see what differences they make between these Gen 2 setups and Gen 3 setups. This one's got a lot more front brake bias than the baseline. So enjoy the noise.
Watch these track limits.
Still slides like a Spec Racer Ford. The car definitely punishes you if you overdrive it. Oh, I've missed driving this car though. So much. This car has so much fun with it. So for those out there wondering, should I race this car? Absolutely. It's not out to kill you. It is out to teach you. Alright, flying lap here. Let's see if we can do a clean one here to end the video. Nope. Ian?
Mind these track limits, please, Dwayne.
So one of the big things here is brake bias. Once the tires get heated, you definitely got to keep up with it a little bit. So I'm going to go way down on the brake bias here. Let's see if I can do a clean lap here. You definitely don't need to do 60% anymore. Back that thing up. Here we go. So I can tell you at this brake bias setting, the rear is trying to step out a little bit. And there you go. So 60% too much in the front. So we're going to go to a 57.3. And this is the fun of learning a new car. Finding the right brake bias. Now this setting is similar to the Gen 2 for me. There we go. We've made it a lap around cleanly. So, the Gen 3 Spec Racer 4. You definitely want to race this car.
Your lap time was 1:37.5.
If you push it too hard, it will punish you. If you drive it smoothly, calmly, with purpose, this is a very rewarding successor to Gen 2. Very, very nice. The turn-in feels better. The rear does not want to instantly kill you. The setups from the Gen 2 seem to be transferable. We have to see how much difference there really is between the two. And we'll end it with a spin because this is what happens if you push the car too hard. So anyway, my friends, Spec Racer 2, Gen 3, race this car. It is fabulous. I love it. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Take care of each other. God bless.